MixLikeNix coming back with another bullseye of a tutorial here today on the channel. So I wanted to show you guys a couple of ways that I like to approach trying to get my vocals to sound warm and a little bit more upfront, you feel me? So you know, if you guys do like this video today, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Drop more suggestions down below and check the links to support the channel. Okay, so let's look at this song that I'm mixing right now for a really dope artist. I'm gonna drop his profile down below. This is actually like a full mix that I have right here, and I'm gonna be making a course out of this, like a full breakdown, and I'm gonna drop it in the pinned link down below. So let's just listen to the track.
I keep them shooters in my rear view. I tell them bust you pull on side me, real we leave the body. What you trying to get into? She like him put that dick inside me. Hold on, I drive it. Put them bags right out the back. In the basement we got dirty clothes. Bro, to keep them curtains closed. We living like it's not cold. Shit in my mirror. I think the feds listen to Siri.
So this is a very, very, very important type of vocal that I have here today, because with his vocal, it's like the thing that I always mention in my videos, where you got somebody who kind of has like a voice that has a lot of high mid energy already, and then you add the auto tune to it, and sometimes it can get to the point where it could become harsh very quickly. So that's how I kind of approached this vocal here. Is I was trying to look for something that was up front, full, forward, and somewhat warming, a warming characteristic. I wasn't looking for too much brightness. So the thing about warm vocals, I kind of see warm vocals kind of like a human beings, right? When I start to think about warmth in vocals, right, I started to think about a person. You know, what is somebody who's warm? You know, usually like your family members or your best friend or somebody that you really fucking with is warm. They give you a warm feeling, or, you know, a girl you like or something like that. You get a warm feeling. You want them to be around you. So, you know, warmth is another thing too about proximity, you know, trying to get the vocals to be up front, but at the same time not be like annoying, you know, and poking you in the ribs and stuff like that and tickling you and stuff like that. You just want the vocals to be in a situation where it's up front and it still feels like it's not abrasive, you know, it's not trying to attack you or threaten you, you feel me? Because that's not a very warming gesture. All right, so the thing I usually start to think about is something like tubes, right? So I specifically hearing his vocal, I know how to make it warm. I use something like a LA2A that I know it has tubes in the amplification circuit. So, you know, like that's a strategic way that I like to use tubes to get a warm vocal. Even using something like the auto tune warm saturator can warm your vocals off too.
I keep them shooters in my rear view. I tell them bust you pull on side me, real we leave the body. What you trying to get into? She like him put that dick inside me. Hold on, I drive it. Them bags right out the back. In the basement we got dirty clothes. Bro, to keep them curtains closed. We living like it's not cold. Shit in my mirror. I keep them shooters in my rear view. I tell them bust you pull on side me, real we leave the body. What you trying to get into? She like him put that dick inside me. Hold on, I drive it. Them bags right out the back. In the basement we got dirty clothes. Bro,
so I really like something using like the auto tune warm tube generator. There's a bunch of other tube plugins, like you know, you have a situation where you have like FabFilter Saturn 2, you know, you have Waves BB tubes. You have another great plugin too is by Sound Toys. It's the little radiator, you feel me? Something like a little radiator. You might even see the preset acoustic tamer, which I love using that so much, bruh. You know, this is another one right here, getting warmer, you feel me? You can use this to make your vocals warm.
I keep them shooters in my rear view. I tell them bust you pull on side me, real we leave the body. What you trying to get into? She like him put that dick in.
So it kind of gives like a very pleasant, warm, hello, Merry Christmas type of glow to the vocal, okay? So after that, when I think about getting warm vocals, I also think about what is the area which we indicate warmth is. That's usually the mid-range, you feel me? Like if you put your hand on your heart and you hear boom, 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 it's usually like a little bit of the low mid and stuff like that. So to get warm vocals too, I like to maybe to reconstruct the high end. Sometimes I like to do like a notch, maybe somewhere around the Ks, the 2, 3, 4, 5K. Then I like to rebuild it back up with something like Spectre, right? So it's like, you know, you would notch out maybe like a kind of like a somewhat of a broad frequency in that mid-range, and then kind of like make it denser, whether it be with like a transformer or whatever like that, or a tape plugin or something like that. But I use Spectre right here specifically on warm mode. So I like this because it gives more presence to the vocal, but then it has a way of like, you know, taking the vocal like a light and dimming it down a little bit, like a candle that's at like 110 degrees and pulling it back to like 60 degrees. So now it's not super hot, it's just a warm candle, you feel me? There's a difference between hot and warmth. So yeah, using something like Spectre 2 is a great way to get warm vocals.
I keep them shooters in my rear view. I tell them bust you pull on side me, real we leave the body. What you trying to get into?
it's like we're boosting that area, but usually like in the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8K area, you can get some harshness. Like you know, you can start bringing up some of that those harsh words. So another great way to, you know, get warm vocals that are up front is also doing something like clip gaining. You feel me? So, you know, you have these words right here specifically. I manually you know, not stick shift, not automatic, but I manually went in the whip, you feel me? And I clip gained down those S's and stuff like that. So that's a great way to warm up your vocal, is literally going to the audio file where the harshness is at and literally pulling that shit down, bro.
Sipping double cup, I keep them shooters in my rear. Sipping double cup, I keep them shooters in my rear view. Sipping double cup, I keep them shooters in my rear view. I keep them shooters in my rear view. Sipping double cup, I keep them shooters in my rear view. And I'm sipping double cup, I keep them shooters in my rear. I'm sipping double cup, I keep them shooters in my rear. That chopper and I'm sipping double cup, I keep them shooters in my rear. Backseat riding with that chopper and I'm sipping on ya. Backseat riding with that chopper and I'm sipping double cup, I keep them shooters in my rear. Ew. I tell them bust you pull on side on the road.
So you put yourself in a situation to win, you feel me? When you do something like that, because all the piercing and annoying words, like the sharp words, you literally pulling them down, and you get to pick which ones you pulling them down. So you hear the difference when we didn't clip gain down the S's and when we did. All right. So another great way that I like to warm my vocals up is I like to use NLS bus. I like to use Nevo, right? So this one specifically, it really will give your vocals like kind of like a creamy ass smooth effect, bro. Creamy Haagen-Dazs ice cream. What flavor? Vanilla, you feel me? Chocolate, you feel me? Mint type of ice cream type of flavor you want. So that's why I like using the NLS bus too, especially on that Nevo, that Neve saturation too. So that saturation has a way of smoothing off the waveform.
That chopper and I'm sipping double cup, I keep them shooters in my rear view. I tell them bust you pull on side, on the road we leave the body. What you trying to get into? She like them put that dick inside me. Hold on, I drive. Put them bags right out the back. Yo, the basement we got dirty. Tell my bro to keep them curtains closed. We living like it's not cold. Shit in my mirror, I think the feds listen to see.
Yeah, so that's a great way of going about it. Another great way that I like to use, specifically, maybe there's some compressor plugins too that might let you control like how much saturation you're getting, like the individual components. And you got Faraday limiter. That's another dope one. You know, I like to use this warmth one right here specifically. And I guess with the warmth right here specifically, it's like a tilt filter. You feel me? So it's kind of like showing the compressor a different amount of high end and low end, which is kind of making it compress differently.
That chopper and I'm sipping double cup, I keep them shooters in my rear view. I tell them bust you pull on side, on the road we leave the body. What you trying to get into? She like them put that dick inside me. Hold on, I drive. Put them bags right out the back. Yo, the basement we got dirty. Tell my bro to keep them curtains closed. We living like it's not cold. Shit in my mirror, I think the feds listen.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the end of the video here today. I just wanted to show you a couple different ways I like to, warm up my vocals. One of those ways being clip gaining down the S's and shit like that. Another great way is to use like a tube saturator, like the auto tune tube or the Sound Toys little radiator too. That's a great way of warming up the vocals. I showed another way of warming up the vocals, which is like notching out a little bit of that mid range, but then boosting it back in with like a Spectre or something like that. To still make that area have density, but a smooth type of density. So yeah, that was me trying to show some different ways of how I like to warm up vocals. So I just want to say thanks a lot for being a great part of my YouTube family. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check the links down below to support the channel. Appreciate y'all now. Peace.